Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Mr. Sujano here. In today's video, we are talking about the PlayStation 5 pre-orders, digital versus physical. Since you can't really get your hands on any of them right now, hopefully you have time to watch this video. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, I was kind of joking, but not kind of joking at the same time. If you are looking to pre-order a PlayStation 5 right now, good luck. These things are selling out like hotcakes. They are incredibly popular, and the secondary market on these things is ridiculous. Scalpers right now are having a ton of fun with this. If we take a look at this live listing, you can see the price is sitting at $797 for a standard disc edition, which is about a $300 premium over the actual retail price. And yes, people are actually bidding on it. This listing has 3 bids so far. But let's say you live in a magical world and you have your choice of pre-ordering either the physical or digital version, or you just wait for the rush to die down and avoid the whole hassle. Now, comparing both systems side by side, there are 3 main differences that I want to point out. This is from psu.com. I'll leave a link to this website in the description below. Between the 2 different systems here, the digital version is the cheaper of the 2, coming in at $399, where the physical version is coming in at $499. And that is difference number 1. Difference number 2 is blatantly obvious. One will only play digital games that you have to download. The other one will play digital games as well as physical games and Blu-ray. And difference number 3, which kind of piggybacks off difference number 2, the PlayStation 5 physical or standard edition will also play physical PlayStation 4 games. The digital version will only be able to play digitally owned PlayStation 4 games. Aside from that, these consoles are pretty much the exact same. Now let's go over the reasons to buy the physical or standard version of the PlayStation 5. First and foremost, it has a built-in Blu-ray player if you actually use Blu-rays. Secondly, you can play physical media on here, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Which is big for a couple of reasons. With PS4 backward compatibility, if you already have PlayStation 4 games, this will make your life a lot easier. Instead of hooking up 2 different consoles, fiddling around with 2 different kinds of controllers, you can just use the PS5 and you should be good to go. And secondly, this is probably the biggest point. Used games go for a lot cheaper than new games. If you want to pick up a used PlayStation 5 game, it'll probably be cheaper than the list price of $70. If you want to pick up a used PlayStation 4 game, you can probably pick up 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or like 10 of them for the cost of one PlayStation 5 new game. The only real downside here is that you will be paying a $100 premium to get this feature over the digital edition. Now, you could also argue that that $100 would be a moot point considering how cheap you can get secondhand games. Now let's go over reasons you should get the digital version of the PlayStation 5. First and foremost, if you don't have a PlayStation 4 or don't plan on playing any PlayStation 4 games, there's really no reason for that backward physical disc capability. Secondly, if you don't watch Blu-ray and instead watch stuff like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video or Hulu or any of those other video services, then there really is no use for a 4K Blu-ray player. Thirdly, if you have a PlayStation 4 and you only have digital games on your console, then you can just use the digital edition to play those digital games. You don't need a physical version in order to have those games on your system. On top of that, even if you don't have any PlayStation 4 digital games, but you only play digital games, then this version still makes sense. And lastly, you might be of the mindset that games nowadays really don't make sense to be in physical format, considering most of them need day 1 patches in order to work. If you take a look at all of the DLCs, all of the season passes, all of that, it's usually not on the disc. There are very few games out there where everything is completely on the disc and you don't need to download any additional data. Game developers nowadays are getting a lot smarter. After the game has been out for a while, they will lower the price of the base game, but keep the price of the DLC and all of the season pass content. So what ends up happening is you can usually pick up the digital version of the game for the same price as the physical game secondhand, because even if you do pick up the physical game, you also have to purchase the DLC and the season pass content. And with a digital edition, you do save $100. Anyways, that is all I've got for today. I think those were probably the biggest reasons to either go with a digital or the standard or physical version of the PlayStation 5. Let me know in the comments below which version you prefer. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other reasons to go with one system or the other. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.